So last episode, we were looking at an obfuscated binary at the end, and we worked on a script that would find these places right here, or at least it wouldn't find them, but it would, given the basic block that it was in, it could find this pattern of pushing something onto the stack, doing something with it, and then finding the return and knowing that this is actually going to return to this address and basically become a jump. So then we patched it. So let's actually do that. Why is that's interesting. My command tab is showing up on my other monitor. You might also notice that I changed my theme here. It turned out that I didn't like the what the terminal looked like, so I switched to a different high contrast thing. So this is our script. The first function that we wrote was unret. We took the basic block, got the ret address. We knew that it's a regular return, so we just grabbed the -1. I'm assuming that there are no multi-byte returns. If there are, then we'll just figure it out and fix it. And the next thing that we did was figured out the address that we needed to jump to. So we figured out where the offset of the stack is. This is probably something that we'll have to do something with at some point and actually validate that the stack is in fact on the wrong offset when it's returning, so that we know that this is that there is something that's been pushed onto the stack to return to. Actually, I think we already have that, because register value type, it needs to be a constant value. If it's, I believe that this has, return address value. So if it was just a return address, then, well, look at that, past Josh already handled it. That's cool. So after that, then we did this thing where we found the start of the block that we need to actually patch over. This is kind of a heuristic, and what we're doing here is, if we go back to that and look, oh, and I guess I should probably address the weird thing on the right side of the screen right here. Doesn't really show much right now, but this is a pre-release build that Brian so generously provided me of the feature bar. So before we go on, let's play around with that for a second. Let me see. I don't have anything in my history, so let's grab a binary real quick that will give us a bunch of stuff there. I know. We will open Binary Ninja itself. So if you watch, we get this really cool thing on this side over here where it's finding all the data, and it's just kind of like filling stuff in. You can see the blue is starting to pop in, and that's where functions are, and you can actually expand it like this, which is amazing. And you can just kind of watch as stuff fills in. And it won't, the one thing that it doesn't do right now is it won't switch from graph view to linear view. So if you've got regular data here, this is commercial Binja, by the way, blue hex source. So it won't switch between graph and linear, so it won't do anything when you're down here. But if you do like this, you can just drag all over and it'll just go through all the different functions that you're touching. And I haven't figured out what the red means yet. I can't get it to actually get on one of those. But anyways, but if you just switch to linear view, you can come down here and get into the linear stuff as well. Let's see, what are these red things down here? Oh, those are pointers, maybe? So maybe green is just like regular stuff that it's found. And let me see. Oh, green is, I think, ASCII. I don't actually know what any of this stuff means. But yeah, it looks like all the green is ASCII. And then these are maybe not ASCII, alphanumeric. And then I assume red must be like pointers or something, or types, data variables or something. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's like really fast. This is a pretty big binary, so it's pretty responsive. Ah, there's some data in the middle of that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, Jordan, before I did this, I asked Brian if he cared, and he said no. So it's not like I'm actually handing out like a binary or anything. But it's really cool, and I wanted to kind of like hype it a little bit, more than that just like random animation or whatever. I know you're just giving me a hard time. I know you love me. So yeah, so anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, so we let me see. I don't think I actually appended my path last time. I think we're in EP5 PE lock. Let me see if that works. Yes, cool. So let's see. Unlock dot unret current basic block. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, since I haven't changed anything, it should still work. Yes, cool. So as you can see, we took the binary, the value that was in the stack, and we then calculated what that jump target was going to be, patched the jump target, and we're now at a different one here, where we can see there's some XOR value with ECX, which is an undetermined value because ECX hasn't been touched previously. So right away, I think you can say that we don't give a shit what ECX is. So we'll just kind of ignore it. And then you'll notice here that we've got a push and a return again, but this time there's not an operation. So if I remember correctly, let's go back and check again. Let me look at chat real quick, since y'all are like talking more than I've ever seen you talk before. Oh no, y'all are talking among yourselves. Go ahead and continue. So yeah, so we identified the start, which means that we were looking specifically for a push that was modifying that value, that particular stack value, with a constant. And that tells us where to patch. So then we came down here and we patched it. The one thing that we probably want to do here, which while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and do that. I want to actually move the patching out here. Actually, you know what? We can do this easier. I don't even need to do this. Let me see. I can't make Arch tell it, I can't tell it that it's an architecture. So let me just add architecture up here. And that probably won't actually give it to me. Nope. So let me just come here real quick, and is it, I want an always branch. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Darn. I was going to say that, so there is a, the availability of patching sometimes. I guess we can't do it because it's, all I have is unconditional jumps. But if you have like a jump if not equal, you can always do this and come here and do patch, and it'll have like patch unconditionally or swap the condition. And I was hoping I could do that, but then I realized, wait, no, I don't actually have a jump specifically that I'm doing. I'm actually patching this straight. So we've got to manually do it. So, and I'm just going to retype this up here. I don't really feel like copy pasting. Yes, if you're wondering why I can use format strings like this, it's because I'm currently on Python 3.7, which I believe is nicer. So, because I love these format strings like that. So I want to put that there. And then I want to say, if the patch address, no, if the ret address minus the patch address is less than the length of patch value, then we're just going to return. Because I don't want to try and patch something that's going to go past. Now, we shouldn't really have to worry about this too much because in general, this pattern is going to be a push of a 4-byte value and then a return. So there should always be at least enough space to do a jump to an absolute value or a relative address. But just in case, I want to make sure that we don't have that issue. So let's do I really need to all right. Whoops. Yeah, now I should be able to just do this. So let's see if it works again from here. It did, and then we have another one. So let's just keep going. Okay, now we finally got something interesting. And you can also see over here, we've got some nice blue that's starting to pop in. You can see that it's just kind of all over the place. It's not really sequential or anything like that. Yeah, I'm going to register it as plugin. This is something I was talking to JT about earlier. So let's do that real quick. So if we do this, hopefully this will work because it is going to be not in the Python thing, so it might not work. So let's find out. Actually, that's not going to work. Hang on. I need to do that first. And now, nope. I think I can do it from here though. No, you're not coming up. Why didn't you come up? It's weird. That's very strange. Oh, okay, that's not gonna work, I guess. Huh. That's really weird. I don't really understand why it's not actually registering that as a plugin. I was hoping I could just use the command palette to do it, but yeah, it's not successful. That's really weird. I'm gonna have to play with that later and figure out if it's just this test build or if it's actually, let's see. Okay, so it's right there, but it's not showing up in the don't ignore all the failed to navigate. That's all related to the scrub bar thing. Okay, so that's weird. Let's see what happens if I do a reload unlock. Very strange. Okay, yeah, I'll play with that later. I'm getting sidetracked. This is fucking around with Binary Ninja, not fucking around with Josh's ADD. All right, so this particular pattern is a jump equals after doing a couple of these XORs. We should actually have, yeah, we've actually got some stuff now that shows up in medium level IL, because if you remember before, there wasn't anything at all, because dead store elimination just got rid of all of the ECX XORs because it was never actually used, really. But now that it's actually using a flag from it, then it's showing up. So that's an interesting thing right here that maybe we can use to our advantage. So this particular pattern does a jump equals, jumps down here. If it's not equal, it jumps to here, then jumps to here immediately with a jump if not equal, which then goes to the same place. So this push-ret right here is a red herring. We will never get to that. It's impossible for that to happen. So what we have to do now is write a function that will actually identify that and then patch it. So if we look back at the medium level IL, we can see that there's this instance here, excuse me, that it actually creates the two conditions immediately. I wonder if we could check to see if this basic block has two conditions that are opposite each other, and then jumps to there. So we start in this basic block, and yeah, we can just step through, although getting a basic block is isn't trivial. I mean, it's easy, but it's not like a constant time thing. There's no direct access to basic blocks from an instruction. But if we step through and collect conditions of the basic block and then get to here and then see if we have two of these, then we can jump here and see if we have that. The other thing that we can do is actually just say, okay, we have an equals and it jumps somewhere. What's down the not equals side if we get to a jump if not equals, and the address that it jumps to is the same as this one. Actually, we don't even need to actually look at the conditions or anything. We could just look at the basic blocks themselves and say, if this basic block, if this basic block goes here and this basic block also goes here, and then I guess we compare the conditions, then we can patch this whole thing. And the nice thing is if we're looking at these ifs in medium level IL, we can figure out where to patch by looking for the definition of those. And you can see that this is the same address for all 3 of these. So if we know where condition 0 was, we can patch right here and patch a jump down here. Could I work backwards from the result basic block? Do you mean to start right? Oops, let me get in the assembly. To get right here, and then figure out backwards. I could do that. I'm worried about path explosion though. Actually, let me see. What was that, 9? Current medium level IL 9 dot branch dependence has none. That's also an interesting characteristic. So I think I like that one. That looks like an actually really good one. So if we start up here and start stepping until we find a conditional branch, then let's step to here and step to here. Let me see. I want 12 also. So we get to a return there. Look at the branch dependence. And we see the branch dependence there is nothing. So that means that there is no specific path that it has to take in order to get to this instruction. So then we can also go down its false path and just keep following those until we collect all the returns. And then when we look at that branch dependence, we see that there are 2 branches that it has to do, one at 8 and one at 13. We can then look at those 2 conditions and see, are these conditions the same? Are like opposites of each other? If they contradict each other, like if one's an equal and one's a not equal, and then they both have the same thing on either side, then that means that we can completely ignore that, and it's this path that we actually need to go down. So then we can jump up here, and we can patch to jump to the location that this condition jumps to. I think that's the way I want to do it. That's true. Yeah, we'll get to that. I think there's at this point there's not really any work that's being done, and I want to say I've looked at this before, and I think that the only places that they do anything are before they start doing any of this stuff. So anything that's related to like one of these if statements that we're going to patch out is going to be like the beginning of a basic block. So I think we can skip it, and currently that's a problem for future Josh, so I'm gonna ignore it for now. So let's see what we can do here. So the first thing we need to do, we'll just start with the basic block, which is going to be here. Oh, my command tab thing came back. So we'll call this one unjump. We're going to pass in a basic block. And we'll go ahead and work in the medium map to medium level IL again, because that's what we were, that's what we were working in earlier. Which, if you remember, is a special one that you have to get through the plugin menu for. So we're going to start here, and I want to get the address of, I want to get the mapped medium level IL for that. Although it means that we're going to have to get the address, or the basic block the hard way. All right, so wait, let's do and then oops, keep forgetting there's the new LLIL instead of low level IL. It's a little bit nicer. All right, and then our it's going to be, actually, what? No, I don't need that yet. So step 1, find a conditional jump. I guess our start. Let's call it current IL. Ugh, it's so long. If you hadn't figured it out by now, I hate long code. Make it nice and small. All right, so we're gonna find a conditional jump. So let's do a while current IL is not equal no. All right, so this should give us what we want here. So let's try it out. So current function .lil .mapped medium level IL, and we're at 4. Oh, nope, that's SSA form. Let me switch to regular form real quick. Okay, we're still at 4. That's cool. All right, and then let's do all right, so while current IL operation doesn't equal medium level IL operation dot medium level IL if current IL equals instruction index plus 1. And dot instruction address is just going to be this 4. So we're just going to step through until we get to some place that it's going to branch. All right, and then here equals current IL address. Yep, so now we're on a conditional. I'm just now looking over at chat again. Yeah, I let future Josh take the blame for a lot of stuff. Where can we find the binary you are working on? That's a good question. I talked about it in the last stream, but I forgot to do it this time. So let me pull up a website for you. So it's from this website, pelock.com. It's the products obfuscator, and if you go to download, they have a test version of the obfuscator thing, but 2, they have an example here. And if you download this zip, you get the source code, which I haven't looked at, a clean version, which I also haven't looked at, and this binary, which is the obfuscated one. And so to kind of keep from spoiling it too much, I'm only looking at the obfuscated version for now. Yeah, here is not read-only. Also, current address also works as here, and you can also do, as Jordan says, the binary view.navigate. Thanks for hopping in, Murmus. Yeah, see you later. So we've got our conditional. So let's figure out where we're going from there. All right, so we've got our conditional jump. Step 2, I think, is going to be find all the returns. So actually, no, let's get our step 2 is going to be get our basic block. So here is kind of the issue that I dislike. I keep saying shh instead of s today. That's weird. Hopefully I'm not having a stroke or something. Actually, no, we can just do map medium level IL dot basic blocks. Let's see, if bb.start is less than or equal to current il.instruction index, which is less than the end, break. We'll just return if we can't find it, which doesn't really make any sense, but you know. So we've got our basic block. And now let's look for all the returns. So got a set. Actually, we don't need set. We can just do that. Let's do index is less than. Can I do? Let's see. That works. Yeah, 38 is the one greater than thing. No, it does not smell like toast. All right, so let's do idx is equal to current il.idx. No. All right, so let's, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Gotta catch this typo before we actually do it, which is sooner than I normally do. No, let's do. All right. If what is ret hint? I don't think I've actually seen that one before. Yeah, it doesn't. Probably not going to have to deal with ret hint. I don't know what that is. You know, if you would just expose the, Jordan, if you just expose the Python console view frame in the binary, I would try and hack something together, but currently that widget is not exposed, so I can't do anything to it. But I did think about adding tab completion myself. So anyways, let's do turns.append current IL. Let's do a like that. All right. So let's try that one. All right, so current IL is that. All right, so what we're gonna do, I know this looks a little weird, but and you're probably thinking to yourself, that's not gonna work, because looking at this, you can see that 9 goes to the truth, and then 10 goes down this other one. So if you step here, then the next one you step to is gonna be here. That doesn't make any sense. But it actually does, because I just want to traverse everything below this jump, and I'm guaranteed that that's going to happen. So since everything above it is an unconditional jump, so that may be an issue later, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. That's another problem for future Josh. Let's see. Reading chat again. Couldn't the IL index of a return that is accessible from a conditional jump be before in the list? No. So it can't be at this point, probably because of the fact that, like, in a program, yes, it could be there, but we're looking at obfuscation that's every iteration it's generating more basic blocks, and they're all, and the pattern that we're looking for is self-contained. So it's not going to we're not going to really see that, as far as I can tell right now. That may, yes, be an issue later, once we start actually getting into the actually doing things in the binary. But I don't honestly care at this point. I just want to, like, come up with some heuristic that we can do, and then fix it later, because that's totally the way you do software engineering. Is yes, I'm abusing a naive algorithm. All right, so we've got our index there. Let me see what else we needed. All right. So let's take that and I know I'm gonna have an issue here. Yep. Ugh. I tried to do a shift. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. So, oh, did I forget? How did it do that? How did it not throw an exception there? Oh, wow, that's an interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. How do you bind but not register a plugin? You might want to look into that. All right, so let's see if, let's try it again. Nope, okay. What is happening? Oh, that's not gonna work either. Oh. Let's set index back. No wonder it's doing that. Index needs to be at 9. Oh, I was wrong. Ret hint is what it's being set to. Wow. What is ret hint? Is it when it returns something with a like says that it's where it's going to return to? Interesting. All right. So means we're going to fix this. No, that's not gonna work because the new line. All right. No? Oh, I didn't reload. Haha. Wait, I wasn't doing it here anyways, but I'm not seeing any syntax errors. It's like it's bailing for some reason. I wonder if it's because I'm in a test version of the binary. But at least that gave me something. Invalid syntax. What did I mess up? Is it going to tell me? Yes, it's going to tell me. Oh. Let's see if we started here and we called it unjump. No. Oops. Oh, that's an interesting one. Basic block.start. Oh, is it? Did that get changed? Huh. Let's try that. Could have sworn that. No? Oh wait, did I get it the other way? No? Why is it... What is it comparing it against? Oh, 48. I'm on the wrong line. 48. Oh. Yeah, no, that should... Oh. Here is the issue. I had left off the instruction index right there. You confused me, error message. All right, let's try it again. Well, it didn't print anything. So, because I didn't print anything out. So let's add something that does that. I think now that I'm starting to actually get into more complicated stuff, thanks for stopping in, Stormcorp. You're gonna see me start making a lot more typos and mistakes, so that's pretty standard, I think. Oops, like that. All right. Okay, cool. So we got our 2 returns. Now let's change this to be oops. Another parenthesis. Always the missing parenthesis. Oh my gosh. I forgot that Python 3, it doesn't return a list anymore, it returns a map. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Branch dependence should be a list of something. Let's just make it a list. There we go. So we have an empty, and then we have this one. So now we can say so step 4, find the unconditional jump. So now we need to no, these are going to be return. Let's do a list of those. Let's keep track of them. This might only work until we actually get to real code, but we'll see. So actually, let's rename this target. And then we'll say unconditional jump equals, let's see. All right, so we're sitting down here. So let me look. Basebox. I think I want the last one. Yeah, because they're always in. IL blocks are always in sorted order, which is always kind of nice for this kind of stuff. So let me see. I can't remember. I want to find a way to get back up there. Let's see. I think it's going to end up being a dominator. Oops. This one actually has a lot of dominators. And it happens that our conditional is one of the dominators. So let's actually save this. So we want to do if, oh, I can't remember if this works or not, but let's see. If first jump BB in unconditional target, no, I need to get the block for that one. Let's get the basic block for that. Yeah, I could use a a range here, but yeah, let's do that. I think I can actually do this. Actually, IDX might change. And I don't think I can use a list comprehension right here because I am, well, if I turn this into a set, I could maybe do it. Let's see what happens. I'll have to go back to that in a second. Now forgetting the term for this. What? Okay, set theory. What's the opposite of intersection? Oh, I don't know how long my delay is. Anybody know? I don't remember. To do an opposite of intersection to get my unconditional target. So anyways, and actually this one I can do like this. Let's drop this a little bit. What's going on? Why aren't you liking that? Does it not like it because it's not in parentheses? Can I not do an if? Oh, it seems to like that. Let me try taking them off again. Okay, maybe it's happy now. All right, so if the first jump basic block is in bb.dominators, then let's do not in, and then just return if it's not. Okay, so now we know that the first jump is a dominator of the return that we're at. And let's say, there shouldn't be that many rets. Let's say impossible. Let's not for ret in not unconditional. Do I have to find? I have to find the basic blocks for those as well. So just make this a function. What is wrong with that? Oh. Let's see. ret.branch. Let me see. I think it gives me the instructions. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we'll say ret is equal to current function. Wait, do I have mmlil? 37. Okay, cool. Ret dot branch dependence gives me the two indexes. Let's change this to index. And let's also, let's make a cache. And I'm gonna just reset it, invalidate it every time we call unjump. Actually, it's the same function, so no, because we patch, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and do that. Difference, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. No, that's dumb. There we go. All right, so branch dependence. Oh no, what do we want to actually check for here? So got the conditional. Throwing my mouse around for some reason. Let's see, make sure first jump dominates. And now what are we doing here? We're checking find the ret that is dependent on first jump and another jump. And both need to have the same no, not condition, type of branch. So first, let's say if, let's do this first. If len set, no, let's do like this, branch in ret dot branch dependence dot values. So that should make sure, oops, dot type. So let's see, set branch.type or branch in ret.branch dependence. Oops. Oh, dot values. I knew I was forgetting something at the end of that. Doesn't have a branch type? Oh, it is the branch, the thing. This is why I check it. All right, so that will make sure that we have the same type of branch. And if we don't have any branches, or if we don't have, or if we have multiple branches, it'll at least get us, actually, let's do this. If I think we only want it to have the 2 as well. If len branch dependence doesn't equal 2, also continue. So this should work at least for our first one. I can't guarantee it'll work for the next one, but I'm seriously just like flying by the seat of my pants right now, so I can't really guarantee the correctness of this algorithm. So now we know that there are 2 branches and there are is only one type of branch, so it's either going to be both true or both false. And so now I want to say, okay, so we already know that first jump dominates. Let's make sure that first jump dot instruction index, because this first jump is a, let me make sure. Yes, first jump is an IL. So first jump dot instruction index in ret dot. Calling dependence way too many times. All right, let's do a not in there as well. All right, so now we know it's same type of branch, exactly 2 branches, and first jump is one of the branches. So that gets us the basic block as well as ret. So now if we don't break, that means we should return. All right, so we've got that. Starting to look like machine learning. Sorry, I don't, yeah. So we've got that now. So now this should be the other one that we want. And we want to get the second jump. All right, so that should get us the other jump. So now we can say let's say no, it's got to be a conditional. So let's say we need opposites. So let's do that. So our comp pairs are going to be no, I'll just leave it there. For now, we'll just do comp equal, oops. I wish there was like a helper function for this. We'll have to add more to this in a little bit though. If compares of first jump dot condition, actually that's not going to work. If first jump dot condition doesn't equal or not in comp pairs, then first jump, we have to actually find the condition. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to find where this condition is actually defined, because if you look here, we have the if statement here, and the condition isn't actually in the if statement as you'd normally see. For some reason, probably because the fact that it has the if down here checking the flag. Oh no, actually it's because there's a jump in between. So they only do the condition folding into the if and only if there is no instructions in between the instruction that set the flag, which in this case would be this instruction, and the if that is actually checking it. So because of the fact that we have this jump that's right in between, oh, I can't switch right now because actually, can I do low level IL? Oh, this graph. Oh, that doesn't work. Huh. Jordan, you should fix that. So I'll go here. So because you've got this XOR that's setting the flag and then a jump, this isn't gonna, it's not gonna fold the check into this, where it would be like if XOR EACX XOR this equals 0. So that gives us both of the things, which means that we're probably also gonna always see these two conditions like this, as opposed to being in these two places. So what we're going to do then is we're going to use the SSA form and say, okay, this is defined right here, and then we can get the actual condition itself. All right, so we've got our condition. I'm going to drop this down here, make that look a little nicer. All right, so now if second jump, let's do first jump condition dot, oh wait, no, compares let's do this. I love doing this where you say if not, then just peace out. Keeps stuff from being nested a bunch, but then you end up with like a million returns. In college, I was always told that was spaghetti code because you're not supposed to have more than one return, but that's bullshit. Coffee's super cold now. All right, so at this point we know that, let's see, so make sure the comparisons are opposites, and then let's now make sure the operands are the same, which I believe they should be, even in SSA form. So if first jump condition dot left is equal to first jump up second. I don't know if this will work actually. Let's see. So switch back to medium level IL. Oh no, I want mapped. All right, so if MLIL5 dot left, oh no, I want left dot left. Let's see if that's equal. It might not be because they're two instructions. Expressions. Oh, source.left, because it's a set var. False. All right, now if we do dot source and dot source, true. So what do the prefix operands look like? Postfix. I don't know if I can use this. I would have to find the comparison and then go down here and parse. I wonder if I could use a visitor. What's a good way that I can get to the variable? Yeah, let's do a visitor. I normally just import this, but from a bnil.py, I'm just going to do this. And then let's do ask visitor. If you're new to this, and you didn't watch last time, then BNIL visitor is a visitor class that I use for visiting the nodes in the IL tree, instruction tree. And so I can just tell it, I can create methods that will visit particular operations, and then it'll just kind of like traverse down stuff. So we'll do a visit of that. Let's see. Do our left equals dot visit left, and then we'll just return left and right, and then all right, so I'll just add the other ones as we come across them. All right, and then I'm gonna do a visit MLIL var. Probably have to add more things here as well as we go. No, why did you autocorrect that? right. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Now let's do that's maybe a way to do it. Let's switch it. And then let's make it a little nicer. All right, what is my, okay, I just need to save. Okay, so that makes sure that the operands are the same. We know that the comparisons are opposites, the operands are the same, so then at this point we have found our two jumps and the unconditional, which means that we now need to take did I make a set? Ah, yes, dependence. Let's do it again. No, I don't need to. I can just do dependence. All right, branch type equals next dependence dot values. That'll give us the branch type, and then we want if branch type equals I wish I had some music playing for you guys, because I can hear music in my headphones and it's pretty cool. Let's just switch it. I know you can listen to music too, but you can't listen to my music. And so you can't hear my awesome music. So, all right. Oh, and also looking at the time, I think we should celebrate the fact that I'm pretty sure it just dinged for me. The path to affiliate is complete. That achievement, and that means that I have over 50 followers, and I have streamed more than 8 hours and had an average of 3 viewers or something. Not very much, but it means I can become an affiliate, and that means people can actually like subscribe and stuff, which is kind of cool. And I think it means that my videos last longer. So I had one that was about to expire, and now it's gonna, I think it stays for 60 days instead of 14 days. Although I upload them to YouTube anyways, so not that that matters too much. Okay, anyway, so we've got our false branch or true branch. And so actually, we don't even need to do this. We can just come to true and say target equals first jump dot true, else target equals I don't know if we'll ever actually do the false direction, but I just want to make sure that it's there just in case. And so now our patch, we're going to come back to that. I think I can just copy this up here. Wait, yeah. All right. Patch address is going to be first. No, wait, no. It's going to be first jump condition dot address. And we want this to be target. All right. I wrote a lot of code there, so there's lots of places for this to go wrong, but we can try it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, maybe I should get do a free Binja license giveaway again. I've already done that before, and actually, yeah, whenever I end up with some extra Binja licenses, because that does actually happen sometimes, I buy too many for like trainings and things, which I'll plug. I have a training on May 17th in Miami at Hack Miami, so you should go buy a ticket for that, and I will teach you things. So yeah, but sometimes when I do the training and I end up with more licenses than I actually needed, and when that happens, I do actually give them away. Yes, thank you for the reload. Let's see. Oh, I did a lot of stuff. There it is. So let's see. We want to be right here. What happens? Syntax error, I bet. No, attribute error. Let's see. Okay, I forgot to put a var on something. Get condition.var. Yes, because it's an expression. Again, okay. Oh. Yay, I got farther. That's not right. First jump condition. Yes. All right, that should fix that problem. So yeah, the problem here was that I was just getting the definition, and so the definition is clearly going to be a set var, and so I wanted the source of that set var, which would actually then be the comparison operand. I feel like I should have the oh damn, that just gave me an awesome idea for a plugin. Shit. Maybe we'll do that next time. All right, I gotta write that down. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. I had to write that down. Yes, I just took a pen and paper. That's no, I'm old school. I actually have a book that I write with. I call it my grimoire. All right, so oh man, that's gonna be a really cool plugin. Okay, I did not change that. Oh, no, I didn't refresh. None type is not scriptable. All right, so did we miss something? All right. Oh, the if. Don't care about the if. I want condition. We've reached the point of the program where I just go back and forth and fix errors for the rest of the time. All right, variable object does not support indexing. Oh, wait. It should give me two things. Oh, I'm dumb. That's not what I want. I want first jump condition, not first jump dot condition. That's the if. So I was getting the var, I was getting this when I was doing dot condition, and so that's getting me a MLIL var, and so of course it was visiting this one and then just immediately returning the variable, and so obviously the variable's not going to be a tuple, and this is also going to be an issue. I'm glad I noticed that. All right. Dict values. Object is not an iterator. What the hell? Oh my gosh. What can I do? A dot values. Okay. What happens if I do an iter of that? You can't implement a dot iter on dict value apparently. Is that really gonna work? I hate you. Where was that? 195. Dumb. This is so dumb. Is that gonna hit me again? Do I do values anywhere else? Oh, apparently it works in there. Okay, that's the only time. We didn't get a patch, so, but we did get to this point. So let's see how far we get. We get to that point. Is it right here? Did I do something wrong? Let's see how much space we have. Okay, we should absolutely have enough space. Okay, this is actually not right. Target is where we're going to actually jump to. So yeah, it's probably jumping like backwards or something, and that's the problem. Or jump, oh no, it's jumping forward. No, I had it right the first time, backwards. Oh, what was that supposed to be? Oh, the end. Let's see. Let's make sure that basic block dot end. No, I need the basic block of the jump condition. Although it is in the first basic block, but that might not necessarily be true because we did step until we found the first jump. So I'm actually doing, I would use the get MLIL basic block. Actually, no, I can't do that because it's the IDX. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Oh, gotta make this work because I only got about 10 more minutes and then I gotta go. All right, let's see if that's good enough for us. Well, that got us something. Can I undo that? Whoops. All right, let's go ahead and reopen it and just start all over again. All right, unlock.unret. All right, basic block. All right. Got that. Got that. Okay, so we are here. Our next jump was right here, so this basic block. So let's try it. 90E is the jump. Hey, look at that. So we got something. So now, what happens if we do it here? Wait, no, we jumped to right here, so we'll do right here. What happens? Nothing, which is exactly what we want. So now we would automate it by saying, okay, well, we've got two things here, but we don't have a unconditional conditional jump. So let's go down both of these. Let's go down the false branch first, because we know that's where the conditional jump is going to be. Nope. That's interesting. Can we undo? Nope. I should put undo things around this. I gotta do it all over again. Okay, so that means that maybe the false is... Oh, I bet I know what it is. So if we do this over here, it probably doesn't mess us up in general. Actually, it will mess us up because we'll be patching that. So we want to come over, we want to go down the true branch instead, I guess. So this will be something that we'll have to figure out later. Oh, interesting. Wait, did we not patch the... I mean, it does look like this is the way we want to go. Did I patch the wrong thing, is my question. Did I patch the wrong target? I need to like return the target so I can get the basic block for it, and then figure out which one I need to do. Okay, so I want to end up jumping to right here. Oh, am I patching the wrong place? So I want to make it jump to 153. So where am I telling it to jump? I'm telling it to jump to the wrong place. Why am I telling it to jump to the wrong place? So it should actually look like that. Target. All right. So yeah, next time what we will do is we will return the value that we Yeah, why am I jumping there? Huh. Am I putting the wrong address? For the patch address? No. Because I'm patching right there. And the branch target. All right. I've also got to put some undos on each of these to so I don't have to keep undoing every single one of them or redoing them all. Okay, so let's look at the 153. Why is it jumping to the faults? That's the issue. I thought that all right, so 14.branch. Oh, let's do, I'm not in medium level IL right now. Oh, it's IL branch dependence. Silly mistake. Make sure this is correct. False branch dependent. Okay, now let's try it one more time. Okay, and then come back here, come up here, moment of truth with 1 minute to spare. Ha! There we go. So right at the buzzer, we have successfully created a first iteration of a function to deobfuscate the double conditional to conditional jump obfuscation. Let's see if we can come up against another thing here. So yeah, so we've got another jump here, it looks like. And let's see what happens if we go down the ret here. Yeah, so that's where I was correct. So if we come to the point where there's a conditional jump and there is no second condition, then that means that we need to go down the false branch until and look for the thing. I think at that point we're going to have to diverge, and then if we then have a branch that matches it, then we're going to do our unjump on that one. Oops. Oh yeah, because I don't have the thing done. So next time we'll keep going and see if we can find another one to deobfuscate. I think there are a couple other options in here. Yeah, we'll see what else we can find, and then hopefully once we get it, actually I think next time we will start with trying to automate this a little bit. So make it actually do the jumps, patch the rets and patch the conditional jumps on its own, so that we can just hit it and it'll just do all of them until it comes against something it can't do it on. So I've got to go. thanks so much for hanging around, guys and ladies. And hopefully it was a great stream. I felt like it was very successful. Yeah, and I will probably be back Tuesday afternoon next week at 3 p.m. Pacific. I believe that's 6 p.m. Eastern. And if I have time and inclination, I might do like a later stream on like a Saturday night or a Sunday night maybe. But that one will probably be like 7:30 Pacific, so it'll be kind of late on the East Coast. So yeah, I'll see you at next stream.